morning students. Today we are going to learn the story about a rise of poor boy from a poverty-stricken childhood become as a mayor of London. It is an inspiring story which gives us a great message. Now let's start the story about a Dick Whittington and his cat. Dick Whittington and his cat. There was a poor boy called Dick Whittington who lived in a small village in the south of England. He had no proper home, for both his parents had died, and he was unkindly treated by many of the villagers. So he tired. And he overheard someone say that the streets of London were paved with gold, and so he decided to go there to pick his fortune up in gold pieces from the streets. And the people might treat him more kindly. So saying, young Dick set out to walk to London. That time, on the way, he met a carter, and Carter took him in his cart, and in this way, they both were arrived in London just before the nightfall, and Carter left Dick and made his way to an inn. Poor Dick stood alone and looked around him in dismay. Dismay means as a great disappointment. Where was all that fine gold? All he could see were dirty streets and lots of unfriendly people. Now he had now where to sleep, and in the ends he spent the night in corner of an alley. Alley means a narrow passage. He would come to no harm. The next morning, Dick woke up cold, miserable, and very hungry. And he wandered around begging for food, but again and again people shouted at him, "Go away, you lazy fellow! Be up with you!" and aimed angry blows at his head. And because of this all, he was collapsed in front of a house belonging to a rich merchant called as Mr. Fitzwarren. And the cook, he was trying to drive Dick away when Mr. Fitzwarren returned home from inspecting his ships. He stopped and said to Dick, "Why don't you work if you need food?" Dick answered, "I would work, but I know nobody who will give me anything to do." Then Mr. Fitzwarren, he ordered to the cook to take him into the kitchen and give some food as well as some work. In this way, Dick got a shelter as well as food in Mr. Fitzwarren's house. He had a small corner of attic to sleep in, and his job was to help the cook. Attic means a very small room inside a point roof. Help the cook with all the pots and pans in the kitchen. Dick's life should have been much better than before, but he still had two difficulties to face. The first was that attic he slept, it was overrun by the rats and mice. At night, they scampered all over him and kept him awake. Scampered means ran here and there. And so he solved this problem by saving the few pennies he was paid and buying himself a cat. Now he could sleep. He was able to sleep peacefully. And the other difficulty, which was not so easy to succeed in dealing with the problem, was the cook's bad temper. She shouted and screamed all day and would scold Dick and hit him with a wooden spoon, even when he was working as hard as he could. One night, Dick decided he could stand it no more. Early the next morning, before the cook was up, he set out with his cat to seek his fortune elsewhere. The two of them, they walked as far as Holloway. On their way out of London, then Dick sat down on a stone to rest. It was the 1st of November, and it was All Saints' Day, and the church bells were ringing. As Dick sat and listened, it seemed they were ringing out a message for him. "Turn again, Whittington, thou worthy citizen, Lord Mayor of London." "Lord Mayor of London," said Dick. "I should like to be Lord Mayor and ride in a fine coach. I can put up with a few scoldings from the cook if that is what is in store for me. Put up with me, Stolred." So Dick and his cat retraced their steps to Mr. Fitzwarren's house. Luckily, they were able to slip back before they had been missed. Now, Mr. Fitzwarren used to send his ships far across the sea to trade with other countries. He would load a ship with goods for the captain and ship's crew to sail in faraway places, and then they would bring back goods that could be sold at home. Now, as Mr. Fitzwarren, he was a merchant. One day, he called his household together and he said, I am sending a ship to the African coast to trade. He said, would any of you like to send something of yours on it? You can then share in profits if the voyage is successful. Voyage means as a journey. Everyone produced something except for Dick, who had nothing to offer. Have you nothing of your own, Dick? Asked Mr. Fitzwarren kindly, and Dick replied, Only my cat. Then let your cat go on the ship, said Mr. Fitzwarren. His daughter Alice said, Dick loves his cat. Let me put something in for him. But her father said, No, it must be his, not something belonging to someone else. So, in this way, Dick fetched his cat and said goodbye to the sadly. The captain of the ship was delighted, for the cat was an excellent mouser. Mouser means here an animal that catches the mice. He had no trouble with rats and mice on his voyage. So the captain he became very happy. After some months, the ship arrived at a place on the African coast, that Barbary, where people called the Moors lived. The captain sent a message to the king to say he had fine goods for sale and he was invited to the palace to show them. And then captain went into that palace. And when he was talking to the king and queen, some dishes of the food were brought in, but almost immediately rats and mice ran up and before the captain's eyes ate all the food. The captain was astonished and asked it, this was what normally happened. Alas, yes, came the reply. The country is suffering from plague of rats and mice and we cannot get rid of them. Here the meaning of plague as the thing that causes great trouble. I think I may have the answer on my ships, said the captain, and then he sent a message asking for Dick's cat to be brought to the palace. More food was laid out, and the rats and mice appeared as before. The cat immediately pounced, killing at least a dozen before they scattered, and in this way, the cat was brought in the palace, and the cat started to catching the rats as well as the mice. Everyone was delighted, and the queen asked, What do you call this animal? Puss is the name she answers to, said the captain, and when the queen called Puss Puss, the cat went over to her and purred. The queen was little alarmed at first because that cat was new for her, as she had seen how fiercely the cat had attacked the rats and mice. But the captain told her not to be anxious. Puss is very friendly with people, he said, and would soon rid your kingdom of rats and mice. And in this way, captain said that Puss is very friendly with the people and it will not going to harm to you. I would give a great wealth to own this animal, said the queen, and in this way the queen decided to take that cat. So the captain began bargaining, and it was agreed that the king would buy the whole cargo from Mr. Fitzwarren's ship to pay a fine price, as well as the cat alone. The king paid 10 times the sum again. And in this way, he sold that all things whatever he took, as well as the cat. When the ship came back to the port of London, the captain showed Mr. Fitzwarren the gold and jewels he had brought from Barbary and told him the story of the cat. The merchant sent for Dick. From now on, Dick, he said, we should all call you Mr. Whittington, for you are a rich man. Mr. Fitzwarren then paid him all the money the captain had received for the cat. And in this way, Dick, he became the rich person and he started to work with the Fitzwarren and became a successful merchant himself. He married with Mr. Fitzwarren's daughter Alice and he also became a mayor of London 3 times. He was also in time knighted. Here knighted means given a highly honored title as the Sir Richard Whittington. He was not only famous but he was popular too. For he always helped the poor with his money. Sometimes when he was old, he would tell his grandchildren the story of his cat and how the bells of London had called him back when he was only a poor boy. Turn again Whittington, though worthy citizen, Lord Mayor of London. And in this way, the poor boy Dick became as the Mayor of London.